Obviously, we've got another fight, big, huge event coming up on the 25th, I believe, of June. At the O2's headlined by Anthony Joshua against Dominic Breazeale.
Okay.
What do you make of Anthony so far?
He's doing what he's supposed to do. Like, he's knocking out the guys who are put in front of him by his promoter. That's his job, to beat up the guys who's put in front of him. He has potential. He's a star in the UK, but he has potential to be a worldwide star. I've been saying this: if he goes to America, the Americans will love him. And yeah, Anthony Joshua, you know, I believe he can go on to do some great things, but he's got some big fights. If it's next year, there's Wilder, there's David Haye, and there's Fury. Those fights will make him a lot of money, and those fights will decide if he is the kingpin of the heavyweight division.
Absolutely. And obviously, Anthony Joshua signed a multi-fight deal with Showtime.
Yeah.
And the only other fighter that Showtime have signed a deal with is obviously Floyd Mayweather. So that's obviously some big news for Anthony, and good on his part.
Didn't know that. Well, yeah, that's a great deal. Like, for him, he's young, he speaks well, he fights good, he's winning. You know, I think he's good for British boxing, and he's good for boxing on a whole.
One of his rivals 2 weeks later will be fighting against Vladimir Klitschko in the rematch in Manchester. Same result, same outcome, do you expect, or do you expect a different Klitschko?
No, well, Tyson done the hard work. He went to Germany and he beat the man in his backyard. So I believe that he's good. Like, now he's at Manchester, he's at home, he's in England. So I believe he just has to bring the same performance and he will win. With Klitschko, he's been a great champion, but what new can he bring? Like, he fights the way he fights. And I just think that Tyson's style is all wrong for him, and I think that Tyson will win again.
And the other rival in the UK, David Haye, came off a win against Honor the Cobra last week.
Yeah.
But 2 weeks ago, I believe, and he was called out last week by actually Tony Bellew.
Oh yeah.
Tony Bellew, the new WBC cruiserweight champion, is calling out David Haye, and David's response back to him was saying, "Well, let me deal with Shannon Briggs first in September, and then I'll come knock you out." Is that sensible for David? And is it a significant impact on your body? Go keep fluctuating, going up a weight and then down a weight?
Well, David hasn't said he's gonna make the cruiserweight. Like, so if they was, so right now I think he's making like 230 or something. So I don't think he would be that, you know, like, the weight is the weight. I don't really think that he will lose a lot of weight. Like, he might go down to 220 or whatever it is. I don't know, but. For Tony, you know, that's good for Tony. You know, I think he has nothing to lose at the end of the day, because if he fights him, it won't be for the cruiserweight title. So regardless, he's gonna have his belt, and like, Tony, he achieved his dream. Like, you know, it's great. I was happy for him. He done it at Everton's ground and stuff, in front of his fans, a club he supports. You know, that's what dreams are made of. He lost for the world title twice in the past. Still believed in himself, and he won on the third time. So you know, that's good for him. But him and Dave would be a very big fight as well. So, and David knows that. Like, David knows that, and Tony knows that as well. And at the end of the day, it's pro boxing. It's about belts and money. So if it's worth the financial, if it's worth it, like, money-wise, I think David might take the risk and drop a few pounds, you know, to make it happen. Like, if it's at a catch weight, I think David, if the money's right, he might take the risk.
Brilliant. Ashley, thank you for 15 minutes of your time.
I could talk forever.
Really appreciate it.
So
obviously,
good.
you're back in the UK now for a while.
Yeah.
We'll obviously stay in contact, and hopefully, if another fight gets made, then we can maybe pop by to the gym and catch up with you. But
Okay, cool.
thank you for talking to FightHype.com.
Brother.
Thank you.